Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Offworld Trading Company, Jupiter's Forge, playing with the Penrose Collective in a campaign. 7 weeks. We just finished week 2, won pretty resoundingly, 56% control, lots of extra money, and a silicon shipment. Now let's see what the event is. The Martian government, which by the way, I think is actually an oversight. Obviously it should not be the Martian government, we're not on Mars anymore, but okay. Wants to hire away one of your electronics factory engineers and is willing to pay you a tidy sum of $400,000 in return. So we would lose one of these electronics factories to get $400,000. Now, it cost me, I think, around $500,000 in order to get these in the first place, so you'd say that's a bad deal, but first, let's see what's available as far as our staff, because if we need, you know, $900,000 in order to get a patent lab, I actually am absolutely willing to trade away an electronics factory engineer in order to have a chance at getting that. So we'll see. Alright, as far as our next colonies, we have Mutiny again, which is meh, a free solar condenser, which is okay on founding an HQ. Could be pretty good for us. And then lastly we have nanotechnology. Ooh. So, I like nanotechnology. It recycles all of the resources when scrapping buildings. I like that a lot. It means I'm able to be very adaptive and kind of flow with the market. That said, a free solar condenser can be pretty nice. Get that extra oxygen early on. And we can get started with the USA subsidies. Maybe at some point we get enough subsidies that we start getting some free claims. Pretty hard to say which one is better in this case. Both of them are really quite good. Let's go for the solar condenser. Well, actually, no. Let's take a look at what our colony is, and maybe we should play to our strengths. Excuse me. Construction. Price of steel, we don't produce that. Price of glass, we don't produce that. Ah. Yeah, so this is probably not going to be good for us because we can't take advantage of the local price controls because we do not produce steel or glass. So what about down here? Radioactives. Oh, we've seen this before. This is good for the uranium. This one's probably better for us, actually. Now, the colony does start with an extra 5 habitat modules, which means that the price of food and water and oxygen is going to be much higher than usual. I think this is probably going to be better for us. We cannot play to any of our strengths if we go for this particular colony. So I think we have to go for Omicron. All right, hire staff. There is a patent lab. Ooh, but it only costs $800,000. We don't have to sell off our engineer. We could get this now. Now, is there anything here that I would be willing to get rid of the electronics factory in order to get something else? You might wonder if I'm interested in getting the space elevator, and space elevator can be very good, but we already have a perk for patents, so I kind of would like to stack that. This should give you an idea, by the way. The electronics factory actually costs $400, so Free elemental quarry, energy vault, virtual reality, return claim, no. Basalt, all right. Water processors, okay. Ion, no. I think we hire the patent lab scientist. And I could fire this guy to get somebody else. Is there anything here that I value more than an electronics factory? The answer is no, not really. Maybe the metal mine because we can mine a heck of a lot more uranium and take advantage of those price controls. This is a definite. We're going to go ahead and take that. Absolutely. For the rest of the game, I have access to a patent lab. Love it. But for anything else? You know, I think I might be willing to actually go for the metal mine. Alright, we're going to take the money, we're going to lose one of our electronics factory engineers, and we're going to instead invest that money in a metal mine engineer so we can produce aluminum faster, which is important for upgrading our base, but also for this particular map, we can get more uranium and take advantage of those price controls. And the patent lab, of course, is all we really care about. Alright, so these are our opponents. Looks like price of steel is probably going to be very high throughout this game. I have a slight advantage when it comes to electronics. Nobody else seems to have a patent lab, which is okay. Power, I don't anticipate is going to be a problem. Yes, I think this is going to be fine. All right, play now. Let's see what we can get. Reclamation Industries, transformation today, a hope for tomorrow, says the Big Buff Chef. Big Buff Chef. That needs to be a character in something. All right, campaign week 3. We're not going to bother with that. We've already seen the radioactives mine, so let's see. Colony starts with extra habitats. Yes, I'm aware. So we need to move toward this silicon. Well, hopefully there's silicon. There is. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and place right here, right now, and take advantage of the silicon. Let's explore the rest of the map immediately. And there's some uranium here. Actually, this is a really good spot for one of those as well. I almost wish we had done that. Are there any geothermal vents? There are plenty. Here's something. But nothing close to any aluminum. Let's see. One there. Buy all the iron. Down there. There. No. Well, this has the most wide open space where we can take advantage of our geothermal borehole. And I think I would like to do that. So I'm going to place right here, believe it or not. Even though there's no aluminum anywhere nearby. Alright, let's pick it up. Kind of wish I had scanned a little bit more so I could have moved this over here. This would have been a much, much better spot, but I did not. Let's go for this uranium. We'll make some free money. Let's go for the silicon. Let's go for the aluminum. It's going to cost me a bit of fuel, but, you know, oh well, what can you do? And, now here's the other thing. We could go for basalt. If I wanted to get a bunch right here, that would be worth more uranium and silicon. Which is interesting, isn't it? I actually hadn't thought about instead going for a silicon placement, going for a basalt placement. We don't have very good basalt platforms, so it's probably not worth our time, right? Probably. Let's instead go for an electronics factory. I'm going to place you right here. We'll start building up our electronics so we can upgrade a little faster, and we'll get some free power by being next to the geothermal vent. And let's see how well that works out for us. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I have no idea yet, but I would like to think it's going to be awesome. Please turn on auto-produce what you need to. Net profit right now is 52 because the price of carbon is very low. Of course, we're going to be consuming more of our aluminum and silicon by doing this, but okay. And I think that having 3 uranium per second is going to afford us a pretty nice cash flow, thanks to the local price controls guaranteeing that the price will never drop below 30. So, uranium, we can have a ton of it, and I never have to worry about offloading it. It's always going to be okay. So let's go ahead and sell that off. Now, we need a couple $1,000, sell off the uranium, and upgrade. Boom! So what do we want next? Good question. What do we want next? The extra habitat modules means that water and food and stuff is going to be very important early on. For now, I'm going to get an extra metal mine here. Again, knowing that I have the claim return, so I can get rid of it later. Do I want to go for carbon? Is there any carbon on the map? There is. Only low carbon deposits, though. Could go for some more silicon. Right here. And I think we will. And for the rest of our money making, I think we actually need to go for some ion collectors, believe it or not. Because we are going to be consuming a fair bit of fuel if we're not careful. So, we're actually already on a nice plateau. Lots to be had here. If I placed over here, I could get power as well. The problem is I would likely have to scrap it later. But you know what? Let's go ahead and do this for now. If I have to scrap this later and move around in order to get some electronics or ion collectors next to each other to get those adjacency bonuses, so be it. But for now, in the short term, we will get extra power, which is A-okay with me. That will save me some money in the long term. Save the electronics, offload the uranium. Oh, right, the patent lab. Let's upgrade this. Sell. I'm going to get a patent lab. I'm going to place it, I'm going to place it right here on the silicon in case I ever need it. There we go. It's a little early to go for some patents, but who knows? It could even be good. Sell some of that. Sell some of that. Stock up on the aluminum. Actually, we can sell off a little bit of the aluminum. Stock up on the silicon instead, and the electronics. Come on, patent lab. Let's see what we got. What do you got for me? We have superconductor, transparent aluminum. We never use glass, so this is not going to be super important to me. Financial instruments could be pretty good. Nuclear engine. There's a thought. This actually would be really good because uranium's going to be very cheap throughout the entire map, but fuel might not be. We could save ourselves a ton of fuel by getting this. I'm going to get the nuclear engine. Plenty of uranium to go around. Plenty of it. And fuel's worth a lot. I think that's a very, very good investment. And we got one really fast patent. Nice. Perpetual motion, save on power. Geothermal borehole we already have. So I'm not too sure why it's not showing that. Virtual reality, nanotechnology, synthetic meat could be useful later. Liquid batteries, absolutely good. For now, though, let's just save up on some money, sell off a lot of extra fuel, and upgrade. Now, oh, did I not do it? There we go, okay. Now, I think we go for more electronics. Price of carbon's starting to go up. Place you here, get that power. Carbon, huh? We could go for carbon. Would cost me a tiny bit of uranium to do this, though. More important to me, honestly, that we get... Well, price of oxygen, shockingly enough, is crashing. Do we want to go for the water? It's a little early, but maybe, actually. Okay, I think we go for a little bit of water. Place you here. And we'll go for 2 of them, actually. And that'll give us some power, which is going up in price, and some water, which is going up in price. Of course, it's going to consume oxygen, but if oxygen's going to keep going down and stay profitable, then that's fine by me. We have plenty of fuel. Well, sort of, kind of plenty of fuel. There you go. Sell off that uranium. Look how much aluminum we're getting. That's pretty nice. Not accustomed to seeing that. Sell off some of that before the price crashes. And yeah, using up a lot of that carbon. Could fix that if we got just one carbon mine.
The black market is open for business.
Can't afford this right now, but... Ooh, look at the price of uranium go up. Hello! Okay, sell off the water. We could upgrade right now. Let's go ahead and do that first. Do I want to go for the carbon? Is there any carbon in adjacency to anything else? Let's see, you. It's all kind of a bunch of loners. There's a bunch of carbon up here. That would cost me a ton of uranium, though. No. I think we go for a carbon mine here. I can always get rid of it later if I need to. And then, do we stack up on anything else? I think we start stacking up on some oxygen, because that's going to start going up in price pretty quickly. Any large patches of ice? Not really. And you took this for the iron. How dare you? This is probably the best I can get, but 0.08 uranium? 0.08. Oh well, let's go ahead and grab the oxygen. Get that going. Get those adjacency bonuses. And you know what? I think we get some more fuel. No, wait. Price of fuel's going down. I think we go for some food. Yes. Food is what I meant to say. We will get the food. Alright. And just waiting for that level 5. Now, anything else that would be immediately useful to me? Well, liquid batteries would always be good. Wouldn't mind that. Perpetual motion, save me some power. Not important right now. Financial instruments could be good. San Marino's having a little bit of trouble with debt, but until they go down to the C or D rating, I don't think it's going to be that useful. I think we try going for liquid batteries, actually. Let's sell off some of this uranium. Let's sell off some fuel. Sell off some water, and go for that. There we go. It doesn't look like it's going that much faster than it normally would, so I'm going to go ahead and say that no. That patent increase is literally just for your first patent. Which is fine, that's fair, I guess. Price of silicon starting to go up. Extra claim, sure, I'll bid on that. Bid up to $6,000, doesn't bother me none. In fact, I'll even bid up to 8, because in the long run, that's worth it. But that, no. I think I'll pass on that one. We could, however, buy another claim of our own, which I'm going to go ahead and buy. Get rid of you. Sell off the uranium. Get another greenhouse farm going right here. There we go. Producing plenty of water right now, which is excellent. So I don't think we really need to be investing in much more water. I do think that food is still going to be important for us. Now that we have liquid batteries, this oxygen is going to be far more useful to me as time goes on. This is weird. Now here's something weird. Oh, this is a cave, but it does have ice in it. It's an icy cave. You wouldn't tell by looking at it. That's why I got confused before in the first video when I was saying I'm pretty sure I could place those on caves and it was fine. But no, it's just misleading. Alright. Sell off the uranium. Look how much freaking aluminum we're getting. Okay. I don't need this much aluminum anymore. Nowhere near this much. I'm going to go ahead and demolish you, do a claim return. Let's find something else that is more profitable. More electronics, perhaps? More carbon? No. How's the food? Is that profitable? Fairly. Water's way more profitable right now. Let me go for some more water right now. Power and water, both. Still pretty good at the moment. Okay. Price of aluminum very shortly skyrocketed, which was nice. And upgrade. That's that. Alright, so sell off the uranium. I'm going to go for another thing of oxygen. I do think we need to get more fuel because it's starting to get to a point where we're consuming enough that the price is going to start going up. Let's go ahead and place you here. Let's place some more electronics here for now. It's not a lot of profit, partly because of the price of carbon, but it's okay. And probably more greenhouse farms. So in the long term, I know this is going to be better. Price of silicon, shockingly, is pretty high. And I lost control of my patent lab. And they're trying to research something with it. How dare you? Alright. We need one more claim. What should we spend it on? What indeed? More food? Water still is incredibly powerful because the price of oxygen is plummeting. But food is still, I think, going to be the best in the long term. Go for that. Sell. Let's go ahead and start buying out some modules. Sell off that. Sell off a bit of that. Electronics. Ooh, aluminum. I'd love nothing better than to sell off some aluminum. There we go.
The black market
Yeah,
is
alright.
online.
Now it's just a race. We're both already up to level 5. Paolo Rubini is going to have a very difficult time. We are accruing a fair bit of interest right now. Cannot cook the books in this particular matchup, so that's not going to work as much as I would like to. They did manage to get their transparent aluminum. Not that it matters, you're already level 5. But hey, if that's how you want to play it, you know what, so be it. Price of water is going way down. Price of food is going way up. Bribe. More claims. There we go. Now I could do a goon squad or something. They're doing mutinies. No EMPs for mass shutdowns, which is pretty good. Sell, 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 sell. Sell. Buy. Sell. Actually, we're really only consuming carbon, interestingly enough. Buy. That's actually a really good position to be in. If we're only buying out one thing, it means we're not going to generate too much debt. And we can actually just start selling off a lot of stuff. Chemicals. Oop. Aluminum. Go for those modules. And it's only day 3 out of 4. We're actually way ahead of the curveball right now. I like that. New patents. Synthetic meat. Let's make our greenhouses produce a heck of a lot more. Yeah? Price of silicon has just completely plummeted. Need that carbon, interestingly enough. Who's got mules? Mules aren't even a thing. You smuggled some tech. How could you? That water. Doop. Doop.
New
Doop.
building is available
Pleasure
for
Dome.
auction.
I'll bid. Bid a couple times. 9,000's okay. This will make us just some flat money every second. Right now, 120. However, we have a patent lab, which means I could go for virtual reality and double that, which is not half bad. I definitely should pay off some debt before we go too far into the day, though. Don't you think? Probably true.
Black market is
Virtual
open for
reality,
business.
do that. Sell, sell, sell. Sell, 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 sell. Could go for another claim. I'm going to go ahead and buy the glass. Do. Again, buying them earlier is still good because the price goes up the more of them you buy. Virtual reality acquired, now we are producing, I'm sorry, not doubled. It was an extra 50%. So we're getting an extra $180 per second. Price of power sucks right now. Price of food is doing great. Look how much more food we are producing right now. thanks to this boost. It's like they're permanently adrenaline boosted. That's awesome. Okay. Sell. Sell the food. Price of food's actually been going down, which doesn't make me happy. Let's go ahead and do an adrenaline boost right here. Boost up our water and our food. And we'll buy a water and an oxygen. Can't quite do a fuel. Hang on. I can correct that. Well, I thought I could. Maybe not. Come on. There we go. Oh, you're just now getting to level 4. Welcome to the program. Alright, we got a few more hours before the next round of debt, and I can pay some off before I take on too much interest. Let's go ahead and do the water. The price of that was skyrocketing, or plummeting, I should say. I say plummet a lot, don't I? I think I do. Do we care about anything else right now? Perpetual motion won't save me much. Financial instruments could be okay to get a little bit of Paolo's money. That said, he has $100,000 in debt, 25 interest rates. He'll take about $25,000 of debt, and then I would get 25% of that, which is it's about 6,000-ish. Not really a great investment, I think, with the price of chemicals being this high. So let's not worry about that. Let's instead just pay off all of my debt before the next round of interest comes back to kill me. And now we just focus on getting more modules. This is actually going to be a pretty fast map, I think. Look at that. No debt. It's amazing. I'm debt-free. Someone called Dave Ramsey. All right, buy the aluminum. Buy the food. Price of oxygen sucks again. It does help that we are producing a ton of oxygen. That helps a lot because of the liquid batteries, so the price is going to stay low because we're supplying the market so well. Still, go for the iron. Go for the silicon. We're actually doing shockingly well in this particular campaign. I did a lot of practice games in anticipation of this campaign because Mohawk Games was nice enough to provide that to me ahead of time. And I have not had anywhere near this much success. It was, well, it was nothing shy of a disaster for a long time, actually. But we're doing okay right now. What's really profitable right now? Food is incredibly profitable. I wonder if the adrenaline boost stacks with that. I don't know if it does. What about electronics? Where am I? Where's my other colony? There it is. 47's meh. 159 with the... You know what? Let's go ahead and do an adrenaline boost right here. Yes, I know this one is mutinied. I'm aware. Thank you. Doop-a-doop. Doop-doop-doop. Doop-a-doop-doop. Bye. Doop-a-doop-doop. Doop-doop-doop. Doop-a-doop. Bye. A-doop. A-doop-doop-doop. A-doop-doop-doop-doop-doop-doop. Bye. 23 modules. Oh my gosh, we're going to have over 50% again, aren't we? That's awesome. When does the mutiny expire on this one? Not for another 15 seconds. Well... Someone just got a whole lot of extra fuel because I adrenaline boosted it, but that's fine. I ain't even mad. I ain't mad, bro. It's fine. Price of uranium, I'm kind of shocked is going up. I think the fact that I'm consuming so much of it is helping a lot with that. Last time we did a radioactives colony, the price stayed around 30 almost the entire time. I like these price controls, man. Very easy to take control of, very easy to manipulate, and make a crap ton of money. I guess maybe that says something about a real-life market. I don't know. Let's go for the electronics. Doop, a-doop, a-doop, doop, doop, a-doop. Waiting for more shipments of oxygen. Like so. This is the last soul. We only have a few hours left. Let's go ahead and start stacking up our money. Is there anything else that we really want right now? Anything I could do to completely mess up my opponents? Paolo? No. Sam is the only one that I care about. And there's nothing I can really do to him that I think is going to make a huge difference. So I'm not going to bother. Let's not waste the money. We'll just save it for the time being. I love these claim returns when I need them. Otherwise, they end up kind of stacking up and they're kind of useless to me. But when you have found that you've made a mistake or you need to change things, it's really nice having them handy. Very, very nice. I like that a lot. All right. Wait until we're almost out. We'll sell off everything we can, crash the markets, wash our hands, and be done with it. Waiting until 42.10. Like so. Sell, 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 sell. We will buy the oxygen, the fuel, and we almost could do the iron. If only I had a teensy-weensy bit more money. But that's it. Lord Pravus wins again. All right, week 3 is done. Excellent. Making some pretty darn good progress here, if you ask me. We definitely got over 50% there, actually. I think we're kind of close to, 57%. That's another $399,000 a week, and we have permanent access to the nanotechnology, which is going to make it easier for us to scrap buildings in the future if we need to. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you did enjoy. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.